Hello there, it's time for the June garden update. It is getting quite hot here in Houston, but I'm so grateful that my backyard still gets wind throughout the day. It has been quite breezy, so that helps a lot. And right now, roses are still blooming really well. I am surprised, but I don't want to speak too soon because July is just around the corner. Right in front of me, this is Desdemona. I have two Desdemonas. This one is in a pot. So gorgeous. This bloom is pretty big and cup and round. I love this one. The fragrance is so beautiful. That bloom has been open for maybe a day or two, but this one seems to be bigger. Absolutely beautiful. That one is going to open up maybe tomorrow. And Sentimental has been blooming as well. I think this one, the leaves have been so light in color, so I need to do something with it to help because it's been in a pot. And let's take a look over here in this bottomless pot area. This is a new addition this year, Violet Pride. So it has only been here since this spring, but it has been blooming really well. I love the color. And the past few flush, it has been having like black spot, but that is to be expected since I don't spray and it's fairly new, so it may need more time. Right over here, the red one, Bordeaux, one of my favorite red roses. This one blooms the best in my garden. It blooms and blooms and blooms, and the fragrance is beautiful. This one blooms all the time, which is nice. And right over here I have Anik, which has been doing very well. It has been blooming a lot as well. And look at the bloom now, even in the heat. It's not big, but it's pretty. I love this one. Fragrance is absolutely divine. Right now it has many buds. And look at the top stem right here. Multiple buds. Gorgeous rose. This corner over here, I am surprised that Boscobel is still blooming. I thought the last one would be the last flush for the spring, but hey, I'm taking whatever it can give me, and it's been blooming continuously this year. Now that it's getting warmer, as you can see, the bloom's not as full, but it's and it has have been under the sun, like really hot for a few days. Still doing great. Plum Perfect, I just cut down. I just prune after its third flush, but there are more coming. It is really doing really good this year, like buds everywhere. And there's still some over here. Absolutely gorgeous. This rose is getting better with age, that is for sure, and it is going to be 3 years this year. And right in the corner I have two roses there. That tall one is April Love. So I have that stem right there going really tall with blooms, really gorgeous and full bloom over there. So this one I share in my Facebook group that normally I would bend the stem and train it as a climber, but for some reason I did not catch that stem. As you can see, it goes behind the lattice like that, which I cannot bend the cane, so I have just let it go up like that. I'm going to try and see if I can bend it down, but it has been blooming really well. I cannot really get too close because there's a wasp nest, like paper wasp, building a nest down there. So this year April Love is on her own. As far as having black spots and everything, I cannot go and get in too close to remove the foliages or anything, but so far she's thriving. So many blooms up there. Whoops. And let's see, maybe I can come on this side and show you this one. Absolutely beautiful fragrance on April Love. So I'll leave that to be a home for the wasp for now. I read that they are good pollinators and they also eat the bad bugs. That's why I leave them there, and they don't seem to bother me and I don't bother them, so we just don't bother each other. As I come in and out of this section a lot, has been this way for a few months now, never get stung, so we finger crossed. So the next one, let's see, let's continue. Desdemona, not much going on now, just finished the third or second flush, and I have this giant tomato plant over here behind Desdemona as well. Roald Dahl has been blooming here and there, not so much this year, but what surprised me the most is Bathsheba, which is David Austin rose that has been blooming its head off starting just a few days ago. It was full of buds, and I'm just blown away by its color, because typically this is the colors that I see Bathsheba in the last year, like very light and pale, almost like yellow, and fades really fast to that one. But for these colors to have this kind of blush apricot color, this is the very first time that I spot this rose in this absolutely gorgeous color, and it's not even cooler weather or anything. We are talking about like summer here, and the color is just absolutely out of this world beautiful. I'm just blown away and impressed how many flowers it produced this year. This is in its second year, so my plan is to fill up this whole section with climbers. So they are still young, less than 3 years, all of them. The raspberry cream twirls over there will be 2 years by end of year. Bathsheba probably around younger than raspberry cream twirl. I think I lost track how old they are, but they are still under 3 years old. So as they get older, they're supposed to fill up this whole area. And I was going to tie these canes to the lattice back there, but as I see the blooms, I thought this kind of looked quite pretty this way. Doesn't have to be organized. It's my beautiful mess. So I love how free and flowy. This one looks in this area. And I have some veggies and herbs over there as well, like oregano, thymes, mint, Swiss chard, kale, basil, snapdragon, things like that. So I thought I'll just leave it this way. I just can't get over how beautiful these flowers look, and it smells amazing as well. To my nose, it smells like honey. So if you are thinking about a good climber, like good David Austin rose that will bloom in the summer, definitely consider getting this rose. And of course, if you like this kind of color as well, like a creamy yellow, apricot, whatever. And in the cooler weather, the colors can be even more unique too. It can be like blush, even more apricot color. But look, it's just full of buds everywhere, and you don't have to wait like 3 years to see it blooms like some of the climbers. Definitely consider this beautiful climbing rose here. So that's all for the June updates, and I may do another one on another section of the garden later on.